Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Shiv Kumar, Head of the Department Civil Engineering, GIMS Engineering Management Technical Campus, Greater Noida. I welcome you all in my lecture based on workability, admixtures, and concrete grades. Yeah, as we have discussed so many things about the concrete, batching of concrete, formwork, and other properties of the concrete that a concrete must possess. So today we will talk about the workability of concrete. So workability of concrete determines the ease of doing, ease of placing, homogeneity, consolidated, finished as per the ACI standards. The American Society for Testing and Materials defines that property determining the efforts required to manipulate a fresh mixed quantity of concrete with minimum loss of homogeneity. So it means when we place the concrete, it should be homogeneous in mass and it should be self-compacted concrete. So it is easy to place, it should be finished easily. So this is the basic concept of workability that American Society of Testing and Materials defines. The workability of concrete depends on many factors. They will be discussed later in my further slides. But most important factor, which is the water cement ratio, that affect the workability. The workability directly proportional to the water cement ratio. As increase in the water cement ratio, the workability of the concrete increases and vice versa. Now talk to about types of workability of concrete. So there are three types of workability which can be defined as unworkable concrete. It means water cement ratio is too low. Medium workable means moderate, and high workable concrete. It means water cement ratio is high comparatively. So first we'll talk about the unworkable concrete. This is also known as the harsh concrete. Such type of concrete has high segregation of aggregates as the cement paste is not lubricated properly to stick to the other aggregates. It is very difficult to maintain the homogeneity of such type of concrete mix because water cement ratio is too low. It is below 0.4 for such type of concrete. The next is the medium workable concrete. This type of concrete workability is used in most of the construction where relatively ease of mix, transport, place, and compact without much segregation and loss of homogeneity. So this concrete can be used where the light reinforcement is provided. Light reinforcement meaning the spacing of reinforcement is which allow the concrete to be compacted effectively. The water cement ratio of medium workable concrete is kept between 0.4 to 0.55. Now, the next is high workable concrete. It means the water cement ratio is high, which is kept 0.55. It is highly workable because it can be easily mixed, transport, place, and compact in the structures. Such concrete is used where the effective compaction of concrete is not possible, or in mass concrete. Such concrete flows easily and settle down without much efforts. But here is high chances of segregation and loss of homogeneity in this case. Because the coarse aggregates, they settle down at the bottom and the paste of the cement, it comes up at the top. So it may be possible that the strength of high workable concrete may differ. So we should ensure that it should not be segregated. Now talk to the other factors which affect the workability of concrete. So there are so many factors which are mentioned in the PPT, like types of construction work, method of mixing concrete, like it is a manually mixed or the hand mixed or mechanical mix. Thickness of concrete section, content of reinforcement, extent of reinforcement, method of compaction, distance of transportation, method of placement, and environmental conditions. So these are the basic factors that affect the workability a lot. Now come to the concrete mix ratio. Here left side, we have mentioned the grades of concrete like M5, M7.5, M10, M15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. So here we have taken some grades and their mix design, means ratio of the concrete mix design. In what ratio we have added the constituents are cement, sand, and aggregates, and the ratio is, for example, M5, 1:5:10. It means 1 part of cement, 5 parts of sand, and 10 parts of aggregate, and this followed by the as per the concrete grade. So ratio may vary as per the concrete grade, because when we increase from M5 to M40, it means this M denotes the mix and 5 denotes the compression value. Now come to the other part, which is known as the admixtures. The admixture, there are so many types of admixtures available in the market, but they can be used as per the requirement of the site, types of construction. So admixtures may change the property of the concrete. It may accelerate the setting time. It may delay the setting time. So based on the requirement, we use different kinds of admixtures as per the requirement. So concrete admixtures are of different types, and they are as follows. First one is the water reducing admixtures. So by adding that water reducing admixtures, we can reduce the water cement ratio and get the high workability. Then retarding admixtures, accelerating admixtures, air entertaining concrete admixtures. Next, pozzolanic admixtures, damp proofing admixtures, gas forming, air detraining admixtures, alkali aggregate expansion inhibiting admixtures, anti washout, and so on. There are so many types of admixtures are there. So as I have mentioned, the admixture can be added, but based on the specific requirement of the construction. Now, the first, water reducing admixtures. Water reducing admixtures, the name itself defining that they are used to minimize the water demand of the concrete mix. The workability is the important property of concrete, which is improved with the addition of water. But if water is added more than required, the strength and durability of the concrete may get affected, because excess of water may cause the problem of bleeding, in which the maximum part or the major part of the cement gets removed with the water. For an example, calcium, sodium, and ammonium lignosulfonates are commonly used plasticizers or admixtures. Some of the new generation superplasticizers are acrylic polymer based polycarboxylate, etc., which we can use to reduce the water requirement in the concrete mix. Next is the retarding admixtures. So retarding admixtures slow down the rate of hydration of cement in its initial stage and increase the initial setting time of concrete, so that they can set slowly. Sometimes what happens, we take a batch of concrete from the batching plant and reaches to the site, but due to some problem or delay in placing, the concrete may have some problem to settle down. So we use such kind of retarders to delay the setting time of the concrete. Next is accelerating admixtures. The accelerating admixtures are used to reduce the initial setting time of the concrete. They speed up the process of initial setting time and hardening the concrete. Hence, they are called accelerators. These accelerators may improve the strength of concrete in it easily staged by increasing the rate of hydration. Example, silica fume, calcium formate, triethanolamine, calcium chloride, and finally divided silica gel. We can use as a accelerating admixtures. The next is the damp proofing. Yeah, one of the most important admixture. Everywhere it is required. Damp proofing or waterproofing admixtures are used to make the concrete structures impermeable against water and prevent dampness of the concrete, because damp is the major problem of most of the structures, as damp not only deteriorate the aesthetic but also deteriorate the material and may cause sometimes failure of structure. So this is all about the concrete admixtures, workability, and all. So in the next lecture, we meet again with the formwork, ready-mix concrete, precast concrete, etc. Till then, thanks to all of you. Goodbye. Take care.